Good morning, everybody. I just wanted to say thank you for joining me here on the channel today. We got a cool thing. I put a tonneau cover on the Silverado that I picked up, 2018. I had never done one before, so hopefully this will be helpful if you've never done one. But just a quick word before we get started. If you haven't joined the channel and subscribed, that would be great. If you did, it would be really helpful to me. And when you see new videos pop up, just to check them out, see what everything's about. It can be pretty cool from time to time. So without further ado, here we go, and thanks a lot. All right, so basically the tonneau cover comes in just a pretty large box, and you've got two rails that go on either side that are pressure fit. At one point I really thought this was going to be like more involved, like there'd be drilling of some holes or something, but nope, these are just kind of pressure fit. And then the other thing you get is you get kind of the pre-built center section, which is the tonneau itself, all the kind of cross members, and then the mechanism that allows it to snap into place. And like I said, this is basically just pressure fit in with some clamps that ride along a kind of grooved ridge on the rail itself, and then kind of on the bed kind of pressure fits in there. And you can see I'm actually reading the instructions, believe it or not. This one was kind of one of those deals where I'm like, I probably should just kind of check it out, because not everything is 100% intuitive here. So they do want you to line them up and get it pretty close, and then you can make minor adjustments at the end, which you'll see me do. But for the most part, everything here did pretty well right out of the box. I guess the only downside that I should have done was I probably should have done it in the sun to keep things nice and warm. But you'll see, here's the clamp from underneath. It does pressure fit on the rail, and then on the bed itself it kind of has another clamp with some teeth on it that kind of dig into the steel of the bed. So it actually does hold pretty well. I did have to modify it slightly with these longer clamps. They wanted you to go inside the bed, but because I have this plastic liner, I'm not able to get inside the bed, so I just had to have those exposed. Not a big deal, works pretty well. Probably the hardest part in the whole installation was this rubber seal right here. And it wasn't perfect because it was kind of fighting me a little bit because it was cold, and the rubber didn't want to cooperate very well. But sad fact of reality is, no matter how tight you get it or how well you get it, water is going to find a way in there. So you just kind of do the best you can. Here's the center section. It's held in kind of with two kind of this little plate that you see me installing right here, and they kind of fit underneath the rail, and I'll show you what it looks like in a second. But it also holds the star adjusters that adjust tension on the tonneau cover itself. So I've often said that I'm kind of the best person to show people how to install something, because I've never done half the things that I do. I just kind of jump into it and kind of see how it goes. It doesn't look that hard, right? It could be anything. And eventually I'll figure out the 10 wrong ways to do it, and then I'll eventually show you the right way to do it. So you can see it's kind of sandwiched here between the rail and this adjuster blade of sorts, and it's got a little star thing that you turn. I got lucky because I didn't need any tension adjustments. They say about 30 pounds is about right for, be able to, close the flap on it. I got lucky, kind of right out of the box. It worked out all right. But a little hint, here's what I did. I kind of made everything loose, as you can see, and then I kind of went back and readjusted everything. So kind of tightened it this last time. And you can see, first fit looks really good, and it's nice and tight. And you'll see I had to make some adjustments up and down because the tailgate was interfering with the kind of the back side of the tonneau cover itself, so I had to move it up and down. Really not a big deal. Maybe got lucky right out of the box, but 45 minutes or so, 45 to an hour. Needed some small adjustments at the end. That's the thing that kind of takes the most time, I think. But you'll see as I kind of get those adjustments worked out, not a big deal. I'm kind of surprised that the Velcro held up as much as it did. I'm a little skeptical of Velcro on something that's going 80 miles an hour down the highway, but so far it's held up pretty well. I've even got an extra mile per gallon, so I went from like 22 to 23-ish down the highway. And it looks good. I think it's a nice compliment to the truck. It looks nice, and I can store some stuff without getting my stuff stolen because it's so easy to reach into the bed. The tailgate locks with the fob, which is nice. So again, looks nice. Took about an hour or so ish, and overall, I think the tonneau covers. I want to say it was $400 or something to that effect. But in my opinion, totally worth it. Worth the gas mileage. Worth the security in being able to store stuff in there. But it also looks good, when you roll it up at the very end. So long and short of it, didn't take super long, and I think it looks good. I recommend doing it. Here it is, and you'll see kind of the way it works. Is there you pull the tailgate down, and there's you can't get to it. It's pretty locked. Open it up, and there's a little pull right here. You pull it, and it releases two mechanisms on either side, and it allows you to then roll it up. So hope this was helpful, and go out and make it a great day, folks. Thanks.